Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be posting one more video where I utilize this WPP123 wire pipe power detector to scan packs of both Sword and Shield in a Brilliant Stars Build and Battle Stadium, and we're also going to test the difference between Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet with a couple of Temporal Forces packs. The understanding is that this method is supposed to work on Sword and Shield, but it's not supposed to work on Scarlet and Violet. So to start, here's the device again. No extra buttons, no extra doodads, just a simple turn it on with the dial. Now we're on, and then we set it to the right calibration, which is, I have 2 marks here. I set it to the lower mark on the bottom half. Over here I have 2 packs of battle styles. This one is a presumed dud from my stack of duds from our previous videos, and we'll test to see on this one. As you can see, no sensor going off. And here I have a manufactured hit pack where I went ahead and made sure that this pack would have a hit ahead of time so that we knew that we were properly gauging the calibration. All right. Now, we just use the device to test if we're in the right spot. Yes. Okay, again, this one does scan. This one, which is still sealed and is supposed to be a dud, it does not scan. So now we'll double check and confirm by ripping this pack. Yeah, this is going to be a dud. You can tell in early Sword and Shield based on the code card. There you go. Licky licky. Non-hollow. All right. So now that we have properly calibrated the device, we'll go ahead and demonstrate on 2 new sealed products. As you can see, the seal is still here. I just got this Brilliant Stars Build and Battle Stadium from Pokemon Center this morning. Make sure that stays on screen so that nobody claims I changed the settings. Okay. So we'll start with these 2 Build and Battles from Brilliant Stars. Actually, we'll start with one, and then what we'll do is we'll do kind of a side-by-side of each set's packs from Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. So we'll start with the Brilliant Stars Build and Battle packs. I've already re-demonstrated this on Instagram a couple of times, but we'll make sure we show it start to finish so folks can see that this is in fact real, this isn't fake. And the idea is that I want everyone to know, because this is what the scalpers have been doing for a while. They've been using this technology to get this advantage, all right? So with our device still on, still at the same calibration, again, you see just a little lower notch right there. This is supposed to be a dud. This is supposed to be a dud. This is supposed to be a hit. I have no metal in my hands or fingers. All right, so we'll set that aside as a hit. And then this is supposed to be a dud. All right, so let's check the results. Look, Alchemy non-hollow, dud 1, confirmed. Lipard, non-hollow, dud confirmed. And here we have Impidimp Reverse and then Mewtwo non-hollow. So all duds confirmed as what they said they were, according to what the device says. And then we'll check the hit. We got a hollow Boss's Orders. That's our hit. Also a V-star marker. Okay, so as you can see so far, it's pretty consistent. There seem to be some small elements about the pack that are and aren't legible. Oh, I forgot that there's other packs in here as well. So in fact, let's do these 4 extra packs. Here we go. dud. So the scanning process seems to only respond, like I said in the last video, up in the front area near the K. I don't know why it doesn't seem to reach through the back. Maybe if I raise the sensitivity, that could happen. I don't know if that would still, yeah, that seems to maybe help. Just raising the sensitivity a scotch. It still seems to indicate that the duds are duds, but that the hits are hits. At least it did from both directions. Let's see. Just the front. Oh, there it is on the back. Okay. Duds, non-duds. Dud, non-dud. Okay, let's see again. Non-duds first. Let's take a look. See, there you go. Worm atom, non-hollow. Put this over here. Stadium and Heatran, non-hollow. And now our 2 hits. Ooh, nice. Octillery. Ooh, and Whimsicott V-Star. Super, super dope pack. Double hits. Love that. Okay. And now then, another one. Says we get Empoleon hollow. Okay, so we know for certain so far that the calibration on this device works, so long as we're within range of it's being low enough. Because if we go a little too high, basically like even these duds that are from my previous videos, they go off. They go off all over the place. And I can tell you that this is the wrong calibration because I can rip this and it will be a dud. Watch. See? Look, Vivion's non-hollow. So if you set it too high, yes, the foiling on the pack itself will set it off. But if you make sure that the sensitivity level is just a little bit on the lower end, you can get through that. Okay? So now we'll go ahead and we'll do 1 and 1. We'll pull packs out of each of these and we'll do 1 at a time and we'll scan and see at the same calibration so that we can all see the difference. All right, here we go. Now that we have our build and battle packs out, set the craft aside, and we'll take this out of here. Jesus. Take the packs right out. Okay. So, this is a booster bundle of Temporal Forces. This is the build and battle packs for Brilliant Stars. Now, with the low calibration, we can sift through Sword and Shield, hit, dud, hit, dud. Now, what if we were to try the same exact thing on Temporal Forces? If you don't know, ever since Scarlet and Violet, every pack has a hollow or better. And they also have 2 reverse hollows. So the density or whatever measurement this is going to work for on these packs, these are being the hits, and these packs, oh, that's another thing I should point out. If you have a dud pack and you stack 2 dud packs, you have to be careful because it will read through the density. So you want to do 1 pack at a time. Okay, so the dud packs read as nothing. The hit packs, supposedly, read as something, and Temporal Forces they all go off. So we should operate under the confidence that this works for Sword and Shield, but it would need to be changed for Scarlet and Violet. We'll start, as always, with the duds first, and then we'll move on to Scarlet and Violet, and we'll test there. Jesus, this was hard to open. Okay, here we go. Thank goodness it was a dud. Electivire non-hollow. Boop, right there. There we go. Ooh. So interestingly enough, even though this was considered a dud pack, because this Houndoom replaced the reverse hollow, it appears that it didn't pick up the hit. Well, this is not technically a hit, though. This is a slide-in replacement of this reverse hollow. But it does technically qualify as a hit card. But as you can see, it's not in the hit position. And I assume that what's happening here is that this, replacing the reverse hollow, technically would match the density reading of a hit pack or of a non-hit pack because it has the same components. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bear cards, one card with what I'd call a sticker layer of foil, a blank non-hollow, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 more cards and a code card. That seems to be the composition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Reverse to equate to Houndoom. 1 non-hollow, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a code card. This is what we're doing now. We're going to test this to make sure that we're on the right track. So how are we going to do that? We're going to use the pack foiling from a previously opened pack, and we're going to place, no, this goes to this goes to this. Okay, we're going to place the components of the pack all together. You know what? I'll even put the hit at the front because this was scanned as a dud. Wrong side. See? It still scans as a dud because I think the distribution is equal to a pack with a reverse hollow and no hollow rare, like this one. But if we were to take out the hollow rare and replace that with Whimsicott V-Star, put that back in the pack. Yeah, that counts as a hit. So really, it's a matter of calibrating the device to the level to where you think you are reading card packs that have both a reverse hollow and something hollow or better in the hollow position. And in this case, it looks like trainer galleries technically count, according to the device, on the same scale as reverse hollows. We're learning as we go, fam. I'm figuring this out too. That's why I wanted to do this test in a formal way. So now we know. There's a new piece of information that I didn't have before. A reverse hollow slot can be replaced with a trainer gallery and not be picked up by the sensor. So there are still some chances that scalpers and scammers can accidentally screw themselves by considering a pack a quote-unquote dud when it in fact might actually contain a trainer gallery card. Now let's open the hits. Ooh, nice. Pretty off center, but still dope. Never had this card before. Really nice. Sick. And then last, Boss's Orders and Raikou V. Okay, so again, we know our hits are hits because we know that they have the reverse hollow layer and a card that is hollow or better after it. That alone is enough to set the sensor off at this calibration. It's an important caveat because different calibration can yield different results. Okay, so now that we've gone through and confirmed our Sword and Shield, let's deal with Scarlet and Violet. We're going to try to see if it's possible to calibrate past the point of hit and no hit at this level. So because we have a hollow and two reverses, I assume you need to go like even lower than it was before. So I'm at the point now where I am testing the same way that I tested to discover that the original one worked. You start off with a setting that's too low to even set it off at all. And then you bring it up very slowly until, and I'm sometimes when this happens and I get to the point where it beeps, I'll actually lower it back down until it stops, and I'll move it around just to see, and then very hairpin, lightly, slowly turn it up to get right back to where I think, boom, it needs to be. Okay, so supposedly this calibration now might indicate something. So let's see what we have here. We have reverse hollow 1, reverse hollow 2, Gengar EX. That's a hit. All right, so that's a hit. Very good. We don't know anything yet. We just know that we found a hit. If we leave it at this calibration, this new level now, and we find some packs don't scan, then we know we'll have something. But right now, unless I'm stacked with hits, they're all scanning, except for this one takes a little more effort. We'll question you. This one also takes a little more effort. I'm not certain that that's at all a hit. And this one also claims to have something. So I have my, I think these are hits, my, I'm not too sure, they're kind of going off, and my, this one is doing nothing. Just a new calibration. Supposedly not possible on this set. We'll go with the one that gave us nothing first. Reverse. Oh, yep. See, that didn't work because we got an art rare and a hit. Scarlet and Violet so far showing that you cannot really trust what it says with this device. And that's the point, right? The whole point was, you know, I'm sure this was known long enough by even the Pokemon company that they made the adjustments in order to account for that. So this was another one that was in doubt. We go through the reverse, and there's your Feraligatr. So again, these are all presumed to have at least a hollow. So if they go off, they go off. But if they don't, I'm not really sure what to make of it. All right, so let's check the next one that we're not so sure about. Again, this is just a different calibration. Okay, so what we would consider a quote-unquote non-hit for Scarlet and Violet, like the last one, right? Just a hollow or better. Yeah, see, so it looks like none of this is consistent. You can't really tell because the nature of the hollows could be various enough that, you know, just the EXs alone could set it off at a different level than the two reverses in the regular hollow. So I'm of the mind, based on scanning and testing and then looking at what was inside, this is the one that went off the hardest, and yet it had the most nothing. You see, Scarlet and Violet does not seem to have the ability to be tampered with as much as Sword and Shield did. So hopefully this educational video helped you see that this is not a lie. This is not just some BS. This is being used. This is known information. It's being used and abused by scalpers and scammers everywhere. If you are still buying loose packs, A, I respect your courage, but B, just do so from trusted sources only. LGSs, anybody that you know personally, people that you feel like you can trust their judgment, then by all means buy your loose packs. But if you are out there on Whatnot and Facebook Marketplace and you're not really sure and you see a bunch of people selling loosies, I would avoid it because this device is everywhere. It's been out there for a long time. I'm not the first person to expose it, and I won't be the last. So just make careful buying decisions when you're out there in the current marketplace for Pokemon. And again, only buy from people that you trust. Okay. Thanks for watching. Sorry for this one was a little bit longer. Please remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.